Scotty tried to go run after the gun. I fucking ran him down. I tripped him. I got him on the ground. I hit him with, he's like one reversed Keith Hackney bump claw. This is the tiger claw. This is the bump. This bump right here on your wrist, we call the bump claw. I hit him with one bump claw. I knocked that motherfucker out cold. You know, I got on top of him. I woke him up. I smacked him in the face a few times. I said, Scotty, why the hell are you acting like a little pussy right now? I said, are you kidding me? You went off and got your badge? You're gonna arrest people like us? We used to raise hell together. Now you're one of them? He looked at me like he saw the devil. He's pale as a ghost. As I'm walking away, I hear Scotty ruffling. I'm like, what's he gonna get up to his knees already? He looked at me and said, Reggie, stop right there. Next thing you know, I get fucking hit. Oh, god damn it. He fucking shot me. I think he had a gun in his fucking sock. Like in the 1700 movies. He shot me. And I can barely fucking move. My chest is locked up. My neck's locked up. I'm like, oh, god damn it. He's going, Reggie, just fucking fall. I'm like, I ain't fucking falling. I reach behind my back and I feel there's a string pulled right out of my spine. I'm like, what the fuck is that? He fucking electrocuted me or something like that. I fucking like, fuck this, I need to get some rubber. So I run, I dive through my fucking Shelby Cobra window. I grab a hold of the steering wheel, it's pure rubber. I'm like, oh, it relieves the shock a little bit. I'm like, I gotta just drive away because I know he's holding on the trigger. As long as I get away, that fucking shock's gonna stop. I fucking slam in and drive, I fucking floor it, I fucking power brake the shit out of it. I start driving, it's stinging still. Fucking hurts my goddamn back so bad. I get away, it finally pops out of my skin. I'm fucking driving away. I'm like, it's a fucking rush. Whatever tequila was in my system's now fucking gone. I look over. Guess who's beside me? Dale Earnhardt Sr. He came back to race with me. Rest in peace, Dale. I appreciate you being there for me. I appreciate you coming to help me when I was down. You were there with me. I appreciate that so fucking much, Dale. Dale looked at me. He started trying to bump me. Some bitch started trying to bump me. Here I am fucking running from the cops and Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s fucking trying to bump me. I'm like, God damn it, I love you. I'm like, you don't give a fuck. I fucking love you. Me and Dale, man, we finished that 10 miles so damn fast, you know. He faded away from my imagination, and I realized that, man, I got some cops who are going to be following me. By then, at the end of the 10 mile straight, I could see 7, 8 cop cars lined up coming after me. And I decided, okay, now I got to make a run for it. I got to get in the woods, or I got to go swim in the pond. I parked my Cobra parallel at the end of the 10 miles straight. It's a dead end. I put it right between 2 pine trees to where it'd be pretty much impossible for them to tow it out while I was gone. And then while I was sitting there, I knew I had some time. I said, I'm gonna write Scotty a note. A dear Scotty, you made a big fucking mistake. Why don't you come find me in the woods, son? I'm gonna be hiding up in an oak tree. But you know, my plan all along was to go swim across the pond, you know? So here I am, I wrote a joke note to Scotty telling him I'll be hiding up in an oak tree, and I'll be goddamned, I think I was gonna have to go up in an oak tree. So by now, I'm hearing these cars coming. I'm thinking, you know what, they're bringing the fucking dogs. Before I know it, the dogs are gonna be here. I can't cross the pond. I'm gonna have to climb a damn tree. I was getting madder than hell at myself because, you know, if I had my truck, none of these problems would happen. I always carry around a big vial of doe piss in my truck. Because let me tell you something, a dog, if you're running from the cops, you bring some doe piss, you sprinkle it on your trail. A dog can't resist the smell of a sweet doe. A doe piss to them is like if you stuck Playboy centerfolds in front of a guy and said, go do your homework. A guy can't do his homework with 10 Playboy centerfolds in front of him. A dog smells doe piss. They will hump the fucking air for 3 hours straight. I look over about 100 yards away, I see about a 300-foot oak tree. This thing's solid. You know, it's got lots of branches. You know, you can't see too far up in it. It's camouflage. You know, natural fibers from the leaves and plants. You know, the earth's a beautiful thing. I'm climbing the damn oak tree. I get a couple 100 feet up in the air, and I start feeling these little stings. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, did I climb a fucking pine tree? You know, because I'm drunk, so I mean, there's a good possibility I might have been in a pine, not an oak. And they just keep smacking. I'm like, oh shit, man, we get stung by nails. You know, these things popping me everywhere. Then I realized that these stings weren't pine trees. They was goddamn bees. Granted, I'm not allergic to bees, but I'm getting stung so much. I mean, it's painful. It's like going through a fucking session of acupuncture with a Japanese man who's fucking spraying you with a paintball gun full of needles. He's hitting you with so many. Now, you might be able to take 1 or 2 on your meridian spots, but you ain't gonna be able to take 1,000 hitting you all over your body. I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? These bees are, you know, basically they're just attracted to the pheromones of the queen bee. So I think, you know what? There's only one way for me to survive. I gotta go up to that fucking nest. I gotta reach my hand through the tree, and I gotta try to find that queen. I reach into that hole, and it's just warm and sticky, you know, and there's just bees, and I'm feeling honey on my hand. I'm feeling bee stings. And I reach in and I grab what I feel like, it feels like a big caterpillar. This son of a bitch was big. I pull it out. I got the queen. Now I start talking to this queen. I'm going, listen, I've never killed a bee in my life. I don't even eat honey. I think that's your shit, and I respect you and what you do for this fucking universe. So I took that queen. There's only one place I could put it. I stuck it right in my mouth. I held it in my mouth. The thing was, all the stinging stopped. When those bees knew that I was there to protect it, and they've smelled the pheromones in my mouth, they stopped stinging me, and they started protecting me. The next thing I know, I am completely covered and blanketed by bees. I think Africanized killer bees. You know, the sun was starting to go down, and here I am squatted in a little ball. You know, just protected and completely covered by thousands. It felt like 200 pounds on my skin. Next thing you know, I hear the barking. These dogs, they smell me. They're right underneath the tree. They're looking up at the ball, and they're barking. And the cops and their trainers are going, that's a bee. That's a fucking bee nest, you know. And one of the sons of bitches says, shoot that fucking thing down. And they shoot the nest down. And I think, shoot the nest down? That's me.